Welcome to Module 111. This is a little bit of a discussion about different mounting scenarios for digital signage applications. We'll cover a little bit about the different terms mean, a couple of different typical scenarios, and what reference materials are out there for the applications that we sell into and the products that we use. For starters, certainly there are a number of typical mounting scenarios, kiosk style, video wall style, 4x1s, 3x1s, 2x1s. We've covered different types of applications in previous modules, and so we'll kind of look at those one by one now and go through what these mean as far as mounting goes. We went through some of the resources available for mounting. If we say that we're going to have something that is a wall-mounted solution that is landscape, the solution that we use in Configure 1 that we provide is going to be a standard mount from Peerless AV. And if I follow the link here in the PowerPoint, you can see that we call up a Smart Mount Universal Mount. There are also options for tilt mounts and articulating mounts and different things like that, but by and large, the standard default mount is going to be this model that's provided through Configure 1. And there is a portrait version of this. So if I look at this mount, you can see that this is the setup for landscape. If I go to the portrait version of it, you'll see that it kind of has a different set of bars, similar wall plate, but a little bit different, that's set up with portrait mounted display in mind, and that's also from Peerless. So landscape, portrait. Obviously you don't want the bars sticking out the top and bottom of a landscape mounted, so the bars are a little bit different and mounted here. Designed more for a portrait screen. So those are the basic sort of standard wall mounted scenarios. Going forward, if we look at ceiling mounts, we also provide ceiling mounted solutions. So when we call out ceiling mounts in Configure 1, we basically end up with a kit that is based on a base product from Legrand. This is by default the XCM1U, and this product is basically the mount that you see here, and there's also a down rod and a number of connectors that are provided in the solution to sort of show ceiling heights, distances mounted from the ceiling, and so on and so forth. There's a down rod, a beauty ring, an adapter plate, and all the hardware necessary to do like a ceiling mounted solution. This is for standard type ceiling mounts. If we go forward and look at kiosk or pedestal mounted solutions, we do offer a standard solution now from Mellotron that is a pedestal type product. So if we look at their website, you can see here that the pedestal series is the solution that we provide. We currently have set up for Caliber Car Wash as a named account, the single panel. So imagine this pedestal display with just a single display, and we covered a little bit of that in a separate module, but a single display on a pedestal. We also have custom available to us if we want to do 2x1s, so 2 displays, or 3x1s even, as is shown here for something like a drive-through. We have that available as a custom solution. So whatever the case may be, from a 1x1 to a 3x1 for pedestals, we have Mellotron as a partner and use them to provide these solutions. They install the display. They even will install Venus and our DWP software on the displays, so it comes as an all-in-one turnkey pedestal mounted solution. So that's another example of a common mounting scenario. You might hear video walls. So people talk about video walls, and why is a video wall different? Video wall, we refer to as anything that is more than 1 row high. So something that is 2 rows high in terms of the number of displays, we would call that a video wall, versus a 4x1 or a 3x1 digital menu system. A video wall has specific needs, and if we look at the mounting system for that, you can imagine having to sort of create a wall of displays where all of the surfaces are level and flush and equal. Creates some challenges, so you need different types of adjustments. We use these displays. Again, it's a smart mount product from Peerless that allows for you to pull the displays out from the wall for servicing and connectivity, as well as micro adjusts for getting the overall wall, screen to screen registration perfect. These micro adjusts make that easy and possible. So just a little bit more about mounting scenarios, things you might want to know. We do match all the components to the solutions in Configure 1. So these come as packets that are gathered up and qualified and proven to work together. Choose the right application you want to accomplish, and we'll help you guide through Configure 1 for standard solutions. If you need a custom, say a dual-sided, double-sided ceiling mount, or a certain kind of video wall, or some specific custom solution, that's where our application engineers can help you design a solution with components that will work together and create that solution that you need. The mounts are specific to different scenarios, so keep in mind that a landscape mount is not going to always work with a portrait mounted screen. We do that work for you again in Configure 1 to take that guesswork out of which mount goes with which display. The mounting solutions do create all the parts and pieces necessary, and as I mentioned, custom projects are possible. Peripherals with kiosks, 2 and 3x1 pedestal mounts, double-sided ceiling mounts, or even pedestal mounts are all possible through our custom solutions. Those are routed as contract and are designed by our application engineers. So that's a little bit about typical digital signage mounting scenarios. Hope this is helpful, and stay tuned for the next module. Thank you.